Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I am Karma Cashflow, and today we are talking about diversification. Is it good? Is it bad? All the little things about diversification. Just to let you know, a couple of announcements before we actually get started. Uh, this will be a somewhat short stream. Let me adjust my mic. This will be somewhat of a short stream. Because I do have to teach a morning class this morning. So this will probably be only about 20 minutes, to be honest with you. So if you have any questions, all right, what I want you to do is I want you to throw them in the chat now, all right? Put the word question all in caps first so that I can see them really, really easily, and I can go ahead and make sure that I get your questions answered. So I don't have a lot going on today. But I do wanted to talk about diversification because it is something that I have gotten a lot of questions about recently. So I just thought that I'd go ahead and address the topic at hand. So that's what we're talking about today. So let's get to it. All right, welcome back. That was pretty cool. Everything worked out with the intro and everything, so that's awesome. So let's go ahead. Welcome a couple of people in here, of course, like we always do. Consult the blind guy in the house. Thanks, man, for showing up. Really appreciate all your support. Rhino Dog 34 as well. Really appreciate you being here. Ravens Videos 1 in the house. First time I've seen you in here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Tondalea, always a pleasure. Hope you got my video that I sent you yesterday. MMM Tutorials. Maybe it's triple M. I don't know. But MMM Tutorials. Thank you for being here, my friend. Always a pleasure. Gen Games 99. Always awesome to have you here. And I also see Salima as well, and everybody else that's watching the stream or watching the replay. Thanks for being here. Before we get started, let me go through a couple of announcements that I've been doing pretty much every day of LIDA. Just something that I want to do, talk about what's going on, what's coming up in the future. And the first thing that I want to talk about is on the 19th, of course, we have, which is next Wednesday, or this Wednesday, actually, we will have Xenia from Xenia and Vlada House of Creators here to talk about how to use Pinterest for your business. That is going to be absolutely awesome. Xenia is such a great guy, knows so much, as well as Vlada. I don't want to leave Vlada out of this. It is a pair, Xenia and Vlada, and they're awesome. I've gone through their Pinterest course, and I was like, learned so much about how to use Pinterest for business. I thought I'd bring them on and share some of that great insight that they have for you so that you can, help drive traffic to your blog, to your videos, or social, engagements, whatever. It's pretty awesome. Next announcement is we have a date for Pat Flynn to be on the show, right? It is locked in. It is sealed and done. He will be here on Thursday the 20th. So this week on the 20th, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Pat will be in the house. And we're going to talk about a lot of different stuff. I really want to kind of pick his brain about podcasting. He is, in my book, one of the top podcasters in the world. He speaks a lot on podcasting. He knows just about everything there is to know on the topic. And I want to pick his brain about it. And so this, I'm nervous just talking about this. Can you tell? Pat is, a good friend of mine, and he is someone that I really admire and look up to as well. And I don't know if you all noticed this, but Pat is just starting to delve into cubing, like how to fix a Rubik's cube or how to solve a Rubik's cube. And he posted it on his Instagram yesterday, and I saw it and I was like, I was blown away because we have so many similarities. already, and like I am massively into speed cubing. I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes I wear a shirt that says ROUX, ROUX, on it. That is a methodology, the methodology that I use to solve a Rubik's Cube. And, right now, um, I'm at roughly about 19 seconds at solving a cube from whatever mix up it is. And it's awesome that that Pat's getting into it. So like I sent him a couple of videos yesterday, last night, and talked about Rue, and I talked about a few other things. Showed him one of my solves, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. So he will be here on the 20th. I'm super excited and I'm super nervous, like always. When I do these interviews, I get really, really hyper nervous. I don't know why, because like I'm massively prepared for it. I know exactly what I'm going to ask. I know the basic flow of how it's going to roll. And even like Xenia, Rhino Dog 34 says, I could never solve the Rubik's Cube. It's actually not that hard. If you learn, there's two main types of ways to solve a Rubik's Cube. There's what's called the CFOP method, CFOP, and then there's the ROUX method. I've done both. I started off with the CFOP method, but there were just so many different algorithms to learn. It boggled my mind. Whereas the ROUX, there are algorithms that you have to learn, but they're easier. There's not as many, and it's pretty intuitive to solve once you know how. I'm not going to get into the dynamics of how to solve a cube. But like every day I practice for maybe about a half an hour now. I used to practice like 3-4 hours a day. But I do about half an hour of different solves, trying just to get my time down, trying to keep consistent and so forth. I actually attribute, I've talked about how I believe that learning how to do a Rubik's Cube, how to solve a Rubik's Cube, it helps you in your business, right? And we think about the Rubik's Cube not as far as sides go, 6 different sides, but in layers, right? You have the first layer, then you work on the second layer, then you work on the third layer, and so forth. It's a step-by-step methodology of how to execute and how to solve a problem. It's awesome. It's really, really good to learn. Let's see. Maybe if comes on the blind guy saying maybe if my eyes weren't so bad. It's really funny because they have there's a speed cuber. I can't remember his name. Daniel something or other, is 100% blind, right? Literally can't see anything, not even, a flicker of light or anything. And he is a speed cuber, and he's down to about like 35-40 seconds on solving a cube, and it's all like done with Braille. And it's really interesting to watch him. I believe that's his name, but don't quote me on that, please. Yeah, so getting back to the announcements. So that's Pat Flynn. He will be here on the 20th. So look out for it. I will be posting the live stream later on this afternoon. I'm just working on the thumbnail right now. And it's going to be awesome. So go ahead, share it with your friends. Tell everybody about it because it is going to be one epic interview. I promise you, it's going to be really good. If you liked the Nick Nimmin interview that I did with Nick, and everybody said that they loved it, then you're going to absolutely really, really love and dig this Pat Flynn interview. Promise. Unless I screw it up somehow, which I'm not going to. We're going to just kill it. This is a section that I like to call what I worked on yesterday. And what I did yesterday for my business, besides doing the live stream, number one, of course, I got together with Pat and worked on the date to finalize that, which was awesome. But I also ended up filming 9 different videos for my course. These were videos that helped with the flow of the videos that I already had, the structure of the videos. I got some insight from one of my good friends on all the videos, and he was like, "Well, why don't you think about this and this and that?" So I put it together. I put up. I outlined what I was going to talk about in these videos and recorded them. I haven't edited them yet. I will get to that possibly later today, if not tomorrow. But I filmed them either way, 9 videos. And these are actually quite long videos. They're probably about, after editing, they're probably going to be about 10 minutes long. So each. Yeah, it's really good stuff though. And then yesterday I also did a lot of client work for one of my clients. And this was all just real basic, ad stuff, just ad management stuff. I tied in the multi-page presale site to ConvertKit, that I talked about yesterday, but I actually connected them all together and put it live as well. And we'll see how that goes. We're driving traffic there now. I'll keep you updated on all of that. The Destiny Show saying, great work with the channel, Karma. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate you. Anyway, let's get to what we're going to talk about today. It's just something real quick, and then I will go ahead and answer any questions. So if you have any questions, go ahead, throw them in the chat, because this will not be a very long show today, because I do have to teach a class, a self-defense class here in just a little bit, actually. So kind of pushing it here. But I want to talk about diversification, because this is something that you hear a lot in the business world, in the investing world, is diversify your assets, diversify pretty much everything. You have people that are going into the stock market and they're trading 40, 50 different stocks. And to me, that's pretty dumb, right? You don't really want to diversify. Warren Buffett himself said diversification is a protection against ignorance, right? But you can't diversify enough to know enough of what you're doing, right? You have to be intelligent in what you are putting all your time and effort in, right? I always get this question, like I got a question yesterday, the day before, I don't remember who it was, asked me, when is it a good time to start a second business? And like I gave my answer, but as a kind of the day progressed, I kept thinking, I was like, why even start a second business, right? I mean, if one is going well, why don't you just take all of that time and personal resources that you would take in order to start a second business and then throw that into the first business to really amplify that business, right? You don't want to be spread out across the board. You want to really, truly focus on one thing and one thing only. My real driving focus right now is just on the Karma Cashflow brand. That's it, right? I do have a client that I'm working with on the side that does end up taking my time away, because that was from a previous business that I had that I killed, and it's more personal than a business relationship, right? I'm really good friends. One of my best friends, Ryan, this is his business that is about a jiu-jitsu school. So he owns 3 different jiu-jitsu schools and an online presence now. And I help with all the marketing and advertising. I've built the his website. I've built his entire online presence, YouTube channel. I deal with again, marketing, advertising, the membership site. I built it all. I drove all the traffic. We've got all of our members in. That was all me. But it's not about business. It's just about, that's what I want to do because I want to help my friend out, right? Yes, I get paid for it, but it's real personal. For a long time, actually, I didn't even take a cent from him just because I wanted to help him out, until it got to the point where he was like, either I pay you or I don't want to work with you. Like he wanted to pay me so bad. And so of course I accepted a very small amount to help him out. But really my only goal is to build the Karma Cash Flow brand. I don't want to really diversify my effort and my time into something else, right? Because that takes away from the Karma Cash Flow brand. And I've done this before, right? I know what it's like to diversify, because that's what, everybody tells you: diversify, diversify. Be in stocks and be in bonds and do real estate and do this and that. I do real estate when it's like a stupid brain dead thing that, I get presented an offer that is just too good to turn down. And, I do the deal, but I have everybody else manage it, right? I have an acquisitions manager. I have, property management teams that deal with properties. I don't really have to do anything, right? And I have a manager that manages all the property managers. So I'm not diversified in that way. My time in real estate is spent, okay, I want to do this deal. Okay, I don't want to do this deal. And that's about it. I go to the closing table, I sign my documents, and I go home, right? So my time's not really spent focusing on this stuff. I might have to make some brief decisions here and there, but generally speaking, it's kind of taken care of for me, right? So my time is spent only doing what I want to do, and I only solely focus, again, on my Karma Cash Flow brand. And I believe that you should do that as well, right? Don't think of, I want to create a course over here, and then I want to create a different membership platform that's non-related over here, and then I'm going to go and create this little SaaS company over here that I can also make money on, and then I'm going to do all this affiliate marketing type stuff that Karma's doing over here. And I'm going to do that too. Like, you're spread too thin, right? I do affiliate marketing, yes. But since I created Karma Cash Flow brand, I haven't really created any additional affiliate marketing streams, right? And each stream to me is a kind of a segment. So I would be driving traffic to a particular audience, and that audience would go to a bridge page, what I call a bridge page, which is simply a landing page with a video that talks about why they want to use this product or service. And then from there, it goes, to, once they give me their contact information, it goes to the affiliate site, and they get some emails from me, right? It's all set up, and I don't really have to do anything additional right now. So I can solidly focus on my Karma Cash Flow brand. I'm not diversified into doing almost anything else, right? Yes, I do client work because, again, it's personal, but my only focus, that's my wife getting home. She was out this morning. And I don't think that you should be diversified as well. Warren Buffett, the greatest investor, maybe ever, said that, diversification is a protection against ignorance, and you don't want to be ignorant. You want to know what you're doing and just execute on that one thing. Hey, sweetie. Let me take a drink here. So let me go ahead, get into the chat, see if there's any questions thus far, because, again, I will have to go in just a few minutes. My wife is saying, but first coffee. She said coffee, so I have to take another sip. Looking for questions. Consult the Blind Guy is asking, what do you think of diversification of merch providers? What do you mean by that? Are you talking about, you have like one shop and you're getting, multiple different products from different merchandise providers so that you can host it all on your one store? Is that what you're talking about? Because if that's the case, that's okay. All right, you want to try and limit your merchandise providers as much as possible. And I'm not an e-commerce expert, right? I don't sell physical products, so maybe I'm not the right person to ask. But I would try to find the least amount of vendors as possible in order to get the same amount of products that I want. Instead of, this one provider is giving me one product, this provider is giving me another product, try to find one provider that can give you both. Right. So hope that answers. Rhino Dog saying I need to email you later about a question about the beta test. Yeah, no problem. If you are interested at the end of this, toward the end of this month, I'm going to open up for beta testers for my course and my membership. So if you want to get into it, it is free for beta testers, by the way. Go to thecashflowarmy.com. Join the army, join the community, and message me if you want to be in the beta group. So you will have access to my full Passive Income Success Path course and access to my membership as well, which means you will have a private area of our cash flow community that you can discuss about a whole range of topics. You will have weekly hot seats. There will be weekly Q&A calls. You will get personal one-on-one with me as well, and so much more, right? So if you're interested in that, it doesn't cost you a cent. Go to thecashflowarmy.com and private message me. Now, here's one thing real quick. Let me go over here. I am going to show you one particular thing. Let me get into it. All right, so let me change my my screen share. All right, so if you're having a problem, let me turn all this stuff off. If you're having a problem messaging me, what I want you to do is I want you to come up here to your profile. Once you're in the community, go to Edit Profile, right? Scroll all the way down and make sure that this thing here is not turned on, right? If it is turned on, turn it off and then click Save Change, right? This prevents members from messaging you, right? So make sure that that's off, and then you will be able to message me. So this is something that I had to talk with two different people about here recently. I don't know why this is on by default. Sometimes it's not. But make sure that you turn that off, and it should be all good. You can message me. So definitely, Rhino Dog, if you have any questions or anything like that, go ahead, message me, and I'll be happy to answer you. Question. Give me 1 second. I'm starting to lose it here. Is that the word door? Yes, it is. All right. Thought on POD or print-on-demand model. Your top 3 online business models you would recommend. Print-on-demand models are good. My wife does print-on-demand shirts and so forth through Redbubble and other things. I really like the idea of print-on-demand. I really do. And I am going to probably start implementing that in my own business and the Karma Cash Flow business as well. I don't know much about it. I'll tell you that right now. I couldn't tell you. My wife, she deals with all that stuff. What's the question? Thoughts on the print-on-demand business model? What do you think about it? I mean, you like it. I mean, you sell stuff and you don't even do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. You sell it, you make it, you put it up, and it makes money. I mean, there's no reason not to do it.
Yeah. She's a very, very creative person, and she'll design a shirt or something like that, go throw it up. She doesn't even market it that much, honestly. Like, she does no advertising. She, barely tells anybody about it, and she sells shirts, right?
But you got to be in a niche as well. So
yeah, this is true. You do have to be in a particular niche.
Or at least like create categories where, like, kind of like playlist. You have like folders of certain things.
Yeah. As you can see here, she's like right there. So yeah, I think it's a great, yeah, you can see you right there.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, see?
Oh.
But yeah, no, I love the business model. I'm actually going to be putting together shirts of my own. I do have one that says Karma Cash Flow on it. But I'm going to be doing quite a few other shirts that I'm going to have a store that you can go and purchase merch as well. So I think it's a great thing. Consult the Blind Guy asking, what app do you use to listen to podcasts? Actually, right now, I use Spotify. I've used just about everything under the sun. Pocket Casts, which was good, but not anymore. what's the other one? Castbox or something like that. But now, and I also was using Google Podcasts as well, the Google Podcast player. But now I've gone all in on Spotify, and I've actually deleted all my other apps. So yeah, Spotify is what I use to listen to just about everything. The first podcast I ever subscribed to, ever, right? This was years ago, was Pat Flynn's Smart Passive Income podcast. First one ever. Let's see. Question: what daily health tips can you share?
Mushrooms.
My wife is a mycologist, so she studies mushrooms and fungi. And
Reishi and chaga.
So she loves mushrooms. Definitely check out mushrooms. Lion's mane, reishi. What else? Oysters. Chaga.
I like chaga for immune system.
Yeah,
for sure.
What's that one that grows on ants?
Huh?
It's a
cordyceps. That's
cordyceps as well
for endurance and energy.
Yeah, so definitely a whole host of different mushrooms. Check those things out, and also check out the carnivore diet as well. For those that don't know, in January, was it January 1st or February 1st? It was January 1st. January 1st, I went 100% carnivore. Right, I was overweight. I was 235. Well, I saw 235 pounds on the scale because I was just eating junk, right? Just to get through the day, just to be able to, get my work done, just shoving anything in my mouth to have the energy to keep going. And I saw 235 pounds on the scale, and I went full on carnivore. And in about 8 weeks or so after being on the carnivore diet, I lost over 50 pounds, right? So check out the carnivore diet. I had never felt better. I had so much energy. I didn't need to take naps anymore. I could just, I'd literally wake up 5:30 in the morning bounding with energy, and I'd have energy all day if I stuck with my diet. If I didn't stick with my diet and I was cheating, anything like that, yeah, I want to go get donuts or something like that, I'd feel miserable. But yeah, check out mushrooms. Check out the carnivore diet as well. It's amazing.
Just keeping inflammation down in general.
Yeah, just keeping inflammation down. Let's see. Looking for other questions.
Sorry, I hijacked your stream.
That's okay. You can hijack anything you want. This is a family show. Questions from Salima. What investments would you recommend everyone to have for cash flow? Do you invest for application 2 or only cash flow? I only invest for cash flow, right? And right now I would say, go all in on building online businesses such as, building courses and memberships and doing affiliate marketing. Choose one or create a combination. Like I have a combination of the three, right? My business model is a course, right? I have a course that will be for sale, and it has an accompanying membership platform as well that, these two go together, and I utilize affiliate marketing to promote different products to the people that are in my course and my membership, right? Just the tools and software that I feel would benefit them in their own businesses, right? But whatever that is, doing something online, creating a website, and your business model is a blog, and that's pretty much it, right? You can design a business around that blog, or you can design a business solely around having a YouTube channel, right? We talked about that with Nick Nimmin the other day when in the interview, and it was a great interview. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. It was on August 11th, just a few days ago, and it was awesome. Check it out. But yes, I would definitely recommend doing something online. Don't think about real estate or anything right now. Focus, whatever you choose. Focus on one thing and one thing only, and just slam it out. Just go full bore into building that one business. But yeah, that's what I would recommend. What software are you using to record course videos? So I use Ecamm for just about everything, right? So I'm using Ecamm right now to stream live, and it also has the ability to record. So I set it to record only, and I do just what I'm doing right here, right now. So I turn on Ecamm, I get everything up and running, lights, the mic and everything. And by the way, I'm using a mic. It's like right here. I'm literally touching it right here. Um, and for those that can't see it, it's right there. It's just a shotgun mic. Let me move it out of the way. Get it all set up. Get Ecamm running. Turn it to record only and hit record. And that's it. And then I use Final Cut Pro. Because I'm using a Mac, I use Final Cut Pro to edit all of my my videos as well. Yeah. Let's see. Would you recommend multiple streams of income through different businesses or one? No. All right. Like I was just talking about earlier today, diversification is a lie, right? You don't want to diversify, especially right off the bat. Once you have your business running and it's running smooth, it can generally run by itself. So if I want to go take a nap every single day on my couch, I'm still making money. At that point, you can consider starting something else, right? But what I would recommend is taking that focus into your first business and amplify that business. Throw all of your attention into it and just watch it soar. That's what I would recommend. At some point, down the road, yes, you can diversify. Let's see. Looking for more questions. Let's see. Todd DeLea is saying, I love oyster mushrooms. They make great vegan fried chicken, and I love to make soup with them also. Awesome. That's awesome.
So she should try chicken of the woods and
Lion's
mane tastes like lobster.
Yeah, lion's mane, dude. I don't like seafood at all, and I have a real issue with mushrooms. It's a texture thing. But lion's mane mushroom, if you slice it, right, and fry it in a little bit of butter, it literally tastes like lobster. No joke. And it's amazing. And I don't like either, really, regular mushrooms and seafood. But lion's mane, whew, amazing. Thanks for all the answers. Say thank you to your wife too. So Salima says thank you.
Yay.
All right, so let's see. Oh, Consult the Blind Guy said, I just found out I'm related to one of our Lita fam as well. Awesome. Dude, that's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I do have to get going. I'm sorry that this is such a short show, but I will be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. It's 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Pacific, and we will see you then, guys. So I really appreciate y'all being with me here today. I'm telling you, I can't talk. And we'll see you tomorrow, guys. So take care. Peace.